In fact, the research shows that perfectionistic tendencies actually does predict that people will be better and more successful. Which makes sense, because if I strive for perfection when I'm never settled with the way that things are, and I always think it could be better, and I'm always paying attention to the details, and I'm spending a lot of time and energy invested in this particular thing that I'm perfectionistic about, and people aren't generally perfectionistic, they tend to be perfectionistic in particular areas of their life, they're going to get better results. The research finds that. But the thing is that, well, then why does perfectionism get such a bad rap? Well, there's a second dimension. You kind of see those that are high on perfectionistic strivings, that's great. Non-perfectionists at the bottom, if they don't have perfectionistic strivings, they don't have any negative consequences because they just don't care enough. So that whole bottom half isn't there. But if you're low on the perfectionistic concerns, that's what we call the healthy perfectionists, or as I like to say, they're the perfect perfectionists. They're really emphasizing on the strivings, but they don't pay a lot of attention to what could go wrong. And all the reasons that we had said earlier. They don't have that fear of failure. They're able to kind of see mistakes as something that is required for learning. Again, we all didn't read a book on how to play our sports, right? We learned it through trial and error. It's the only way you could do that. And so mistakes at every level, not just high school or college, pro, Olympic, if you're going to keep pushing yourself, you've got to make mistakes to know where your limits are. So getting this healthy attitude towards mistakes, lowering that perfectionistic concerns is what moves them from the unhealthy perfectionist to the healthy one. The unhealthy perfectionist, somebody want to guess, what does that look like? Tons of worry, lots of anxiety, tends to lead to depression and burnout. These are the athletes that are like, they can't enjoy themselves anymore. Sometimes they hate competition, they hate the evaluation, because if they don't do it right, they don't want to do it at all. Big threat to their identity, a lot of them. When I talked at the beginning about those that have that wrap up of I am as my performance is, when you get perfectionism added on top of that, that makes that even worse. It's too much of a threat. That's what the unhealthy perfectionists look like, and their performance suffers as a result.